much can you hold? That you, being rooted and grounded in love, may be able to comprehend with all the saints what is the breadth and length and height and depth, and to know the love of Christ which surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled up with all the fullness of God. Ephesians 3:17-19. Steve Hill wrote, "Over 20 years ago, I heard a sermon that I'll never forget. The preacher was a young, dedicated, fervent follower of Jesus who stood before the congregation, lifted up his head, opened his mouth wide, and belted out, 'God is big.' He would make a comparative statement about something big, such as the universe, the species of the world, the vast oceans, and then raise his hands to the air and he would scream out, 'God is big.' I remember feeling the impact of the enormity of God and his goodness. The simple 3-worded statement was branded into my memory forever." Several years later, while reading the works of Robert South, I came across this statement that would fit well in this young man's message. "We have a very lame and imperfect conception of our great God, and the reason is very clear. We are forced to understand that which is infinite after finite matter. Simply put, one thing receives another, not according to the full size of the object, but according to the scanty scope of its own capacity. If we let down a vessel into the sea, we shall bring up not what the sea can afford, but what the vessel can hold. And just so it is with our own understanding of God. My friend, God is big. For us to try to understand everything about him is futile. His ways, his thoughts, his desires are so much greater than ours. People often say, 'I want everything God has for me.' My answer to them is, how much can you hold?" This devotional was taken from Steve Hill's devotional book, Daily Awakenings, and have a great day.